everything I can to make sure our little town is not overwhelmed and our hospital is not overwhelmed.
It's that motivation that makes her an angel among us in our town, Paris. What she's doing to make a difference with her neighbors. Plus, high school students get the opportunity to explore career options. How an academy is opening up new doors in our town, Paris. And emergency responders answer the call by day. Why a firefighter and paramedic continues the work after hours.
This is WCIA3 News, Our Town, Paris. Sponsored by Illinois Pork Producers and Best Western Plus Green Mill Village Hotel and Suites Convention Center in amazing Arcola.
We are celebrating Our Town 2020, and this week we are sharing stories from Paris in Edgar County. Our town looks a little different this season, but we're still taking you to unique places and introducing you to people who call Our Town Paris home. The county seat of Edgar County is home to more than 9,000 people, and it has a whole lot of history. WCIA3's Karina Rubio spoke with the mayor to find out all about it.
Our Town Paris began back in 1823 when a man named Samuel Vance came from Kentucky and donated 26 acres of land to Edgar County.
At that time, there were probably about 6,000 people in Paris.
Most of those people made their money through agriculture in the early years, but business shifted, and like they say, change is good.
We saw a tremendous amount of growth from getting away from agriculture to manufacturing.
The pinnacle of Paris's manufacturing came nearly 140 years after the city's foundation.
In the 1960s, we had a Zenith plant here, and there were 1,000 employees.
But a big roadblock made a manufacturing business unsteady.
Then, and about 20 years later, there was the exodus when a lot of companies were going out of the country, and we lost all 1,000 jobs.
Paris and its workers were able to bounce back.
We've continued to grow through the 2000s to where we have one of the largest manufacturing bases per capita of any city in Illinois. We're very proud of that.
Today, Paris is home to a company that's the largest manufacturer of car headlights in the country. Besides big business and factories, Paris is also a popular spot for entrepreneurship with many successful small businesses. In Our Town, Paris, Karina Rubio, WCIA3, your local news leader.
A state-of-the-art theater has created a place for performers to thrive in Our Town, Paris. The 5-year-old theater is in Paris High School, and it's home to the Paris Center of Fine Arts. The group brings in performers from all over the country, but people all over the community also use this theater, and the Fine Arts manager says it's an important asset.
Whether it's a junior high production, whether it's a dance recital, whether it's a preschool graduation, whether it's high school productions, there's something going on there all the time. Presentations, lots of speakers, that kind of thing. We've had Grammy Award winners. We have had America's Got Talent finalists here. Every single one that's walked into that door since I've taken this job has gone, wow.
To learn more about the theater and performances, go to WCIA.com. What do you want to be when you grow up? It's a question a lot of teenagers have trouble answering, but one program is helping them figure it out. Ethan Graham just graduated from Paris High School with a solid plan for his future.
I am scheduled to leave on August 17th for the Army National Guard. I will leave for basic, and then I will be there for 9 weeks at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And then after that, I will be going to Fort Sam Houston in Texas for 18 weeks for my MOS training of 68 Whiskey, which is a combat medic. Graham eventually hopes to become a state trooper, but through a program called Excel Academy, he learned about some other avenues he could take. I feel like it more or less opened my eyes to new opportunities. Excel stands for the Edgar Clark Career Exploration Leadership Academy. It's a program for high schoolers to figure out their future and work on leadership skills. Terry ELSTON helped form Excel about 3 years ago.
We felt that we had a lot of opportunities here for our students and for people returning back to the area, and we needed to create some awareness.
Excel takes students on tours of companies and brings in leaders to network.
I went to a bunch of businesses that I didn't know were around the area. I mean, I didn't know the opportunities that we had here in town, because everybody always says, you want to get out, you want to go make more money, there's nothing here, which there really is a lot here. Students from several schools in both Edgar and Clark counties participate, and some of them have ended up finding jobs.
We've had a lot of students that thought they knew what they wanted to do, and then as being part of this program have changed directions. And I figured save themselves thousands of dollars by not having to take classes maybe in college that weren't going to pan out for them. It's a very broad-ranging program, and it's highly adaptable, and so we're able to talk to the kids, see what their interest is. One girl wanted to be a baker, and so we arranged a trip to a bakery.
The pandemic slowed down Excel Academy's plans for the spring, but they're making adjustments so they can still serve students this upcoming school year.
We'll be going into our third year, and of course with COVID it's going to be, we're going to be doing a lot of Zoom meetings and those type of things, so it'll take on a little bit different context, but we're going to get very creative.
ELSTON says Excel's success is a testament to the community's commitment to supporting its workforce. And for Graham, it was a worthwhile way to learn more about his future options and the businesses that thrive in our town, Paris. Reporting, I'm Jessica Coons, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Excel Academy has visited close to 75 businesses. 50 students have gone through that program. When you visit our town, Paris, you'll quickly find several local dining spots. One is a family-owned pizza restaurant bringing Sicilian traditions to Central Illinois, and they've been doing it for nearly 49 years. CI Living's Aaron Valley gives us a taste of the town at Joe's Pizza.
We've had people call saying, will you stay open? I'm like, what do you mean stay open? We close at, I think it was at 10 o'clock. And they said, well, we're coming from Indianapolis. And I said, okay, I'll stay open for you. They were sitting at the airport at Indy, and somebody says, you have to go to Joe's Pizza. And they left the airport, and they came to the pizza place. And I thought they were pulling my leg, but they really did come from Indianapolis.
Joe's Pizza owner Eno Vitale knows people will travel far for great food. And people come to eat at his restaurant because they know these old world methods have traveled far, too.
My mom and dad, when they came over from Italy, actually from Sicily, they brought the recipe.
After Joe and Pia Vitale immigrated to the United States from Sicily, Italy, they opened up Joe's Pizza in Paris in 1973. The couple made an effort to teach their children what they know, passing along old family recipes to their 4 kids, and instilling in them that great pizza starts with fresh local ingredients and should be made without shortcuts.
We get our pork and we grind it, we cut it, we season it ourselves. Our dough is made by hand. We shred our own cheese, which is 100% pure mozzarella. I mean, when you're coming in, you're getting quality with every pizza that we make.
In 1986, the Vitale siblings took over the restaurant.
We're the ones that run it, me and my sister.
Today, Joe is retired.
Forget me.
But Eno says you can still find his dad in the kitchen doing what he does best.
I can make a pizza, and we've been working since we were 9 years old. But when my dad makes it, he's just got that touch. I mean, he just does it perfect, and it's perfect every time, whether you're making one pizza or you're making 100 pizzas.
Through the years, Eno and his siblings have made an effort to keep their parents' values and traditions alive. Joe's Pizza is still very much a family establishment, with the youngest members helping out any way they can.
Okay, grandkids, how much pizza do you think you eat on a given week?
At least once a day. At least once a day, yeah.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Good thing.
However, for this family, it's the lessons they've learned from their beloved grandparents that have made them proud to serve their community here at home.
Really get our, cool, yeah. We get our work ethic from them. We're very hardworking kids, and we're determined, and we are ready for the world.
Your family becomes your community, so you're always at home.
In our town, Paris, Aaron Valley, WCIA3, your local news leader.
In addition to the Joe's Pizza in Paris, the family also owns restaurants in Shelbyville and Tuscola. From a piece of the pie to a sweet treat at a popular bakery, Betty Jane's Kitchen is a faith-based bakery serving all sorts of desserts and lunch items. The owner turned her passion for baking into a business after people encouraged her to do so, and it's taken off from there. The restaurant has only been open for 3 years, but the owner says it's grown faster than she ever imagined.
Originally, we thought it would be something very quaint and slow, but Paris is extremely supportive, and so it's grown into its own animal.
The food is excellent. It's always fresh. There's always some type of special twist to it that makes it different than somewhere else. So this is one of our favorite spots here in town.
The owner bought a new building last week to keep growing the business and welcome in even more customers. She's known as the Hat Lady in our town, Paris. Brenda Wright and her crew have been knitting hats for kids in that city for years, but it was a different mission in a different country that opened her eyes up to other causes back at home, and it's made her an angel among us.
Brenda Wright cannot stop helping.
Everybody will say, Brenda, do you ever sleep? Do you ever rest? I say, yeah, I do sometimes.
But even at 3 a.m., you might find her knitting away. She leads the Paris Hat Project.
They call me the Hat Lady.
Her team gives out 1,000 hats a year. Every student gets one.
It's not just making the hats. It's seeing them light up. And when they find that special hat, it gives you goosebumps. Like they are in love with that hat.
But it's these kids and people who change Wright's life. For the past 5 years now, she's gone to Haiti to build homes.
I'm just somebody that always wants to be having a purpose.
And it put her on a new path to take care of the basic needs of children in Paris. Like when a principal told her some kids weren't getting a hot lunch because of lunch debt.
I said, here's a check. Let's get an account set up. There is no child in this school that will ever have a sandwich instead of a hot lunch.
That commitment to children doesn't stop. During the summers, Wright comes here 5 days a week to the On the Tracks Cafe to pick up food and deliver it to children in need. She also found a soft spot for homeless teenagers, like Megan Linneberry. She and her son Gunnar didn't have anywhere to go after a breakup.
I have felt like I was alone through most of it.
Wright helped her find a bed, a high chair, and a pack and play once she found space at her sister's house.
I didn't even know this woman, and she had stepped up and helped us when I needed it the most.
The number of children that are homeless breaks my heart. I don't know how you can't be affected knowing that these children are raising themselves and they don't have a roof over their head.
She also wants to keep them and adults healthy.
I'm going to do everything I can to make sure our little town is not overwhelmed and our hospital is not overwhelmed.
When the pandemic started, she had a team together in days to make masks.
We did over 1,600 masks in about 6 weeks, and then I lost count.
She gained a sore back.
I thought I was going to have to go to a chiropractor because I never sat in a sewing machine that long in my whole life. I don't sit still very long anyway, but to sit and just sew and sew and sew.
But it didn't matter. She powered through because Brenda Wright cannot stop helping.
If I know that something needs to be done, I'm going to go gung-ho, and if I have to get 15 people to join me to do it, I'm going to do it.
Ahead, it's the question on everyone's mind. Will there be football this fall? Find out what Paris High School's football coach says about the waiting game and how one family's passion for locally owned businesses is carried on from one generation to the next. The story behind Ellie and Olive.